Hello there ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another SCUM single player episode. So, we got a content patch today, and it has some really cool things that I'm genuinely excited about. So, let's have a little look at these new items. First off, let's talk about the batteries. Batteries now have a different functionality. We can now charge them using two different battery charging devices. Handy for all of us that use a lot of electric powered items, such as flashlights, night vision goggles, and even adding that extra bit of charge to a car battery. We also got night vision scopes. This is awesome because now we won't have to worry about that hazy view through non-night vision scopes. We also got something for the farmers and the smokers of the island, tobacco plants. We can now find the seeds of this particular plant in the game, and we can now grow our very own tobacco to be made into cigarettes. Finally, we got a heavily requested community item, an American Vietnam style helmet, but featured with the green and white medic emblem. Awesome stuff, great to see it. Now, let's get into the episode. Hello there ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another SCUM single player episode. I haven't made one of these in a while, and we're about to see if I can actually retain everything. Clearly my archery skills have been well retained. Anyway, hello! I'm back. I've been, I kind of spent all of last week trying not to die due to the heat. It was obscene. We had some days where it was 30 degrees, it was not funny. A lot of people are probably going to be in the comments like, 30 degrees is nothing. I don't care. We are built to retain heat. Our homes are built to retain heat. I'm not going to have it from people. Also, we don't have AC. Air conditioning is not a thing in Scotland because it's not feasible to have it. Anyway, little rant over. If you can hear a fan blowing, if you can hear any sort of buzzing, that is because I have a tower fan to my right here. It's kind of off to the side. Hopefully you don't hear it too much. I kind of need it on because, again, the heat, the humidity today is obscene and the pollen count's way too high, which means that affects me. And if you hear me clearing my throat, I do apologise. I do have hay fever. And yeah, I essentially need this on to just stay comfortable. Anyway, today is going to be fun. We're basically going to do lots of looting today. I've got no plans for today. I also ran over here, by the way. I didn't think about taking the bicycle, mainly because it would take too damn long, and the likelihood of me finding a vehicle out here, possibly a powered vehicle, is quite high. So we're gonna stick to that routine. Once I go out on foot, see if I can find myself a vehicle, see if I can find myself a dirt bike and such. Now, cool thing, batteries now have a function. You're gonna need batteries to actually be placed into. Let's see. Does this have a battery in it? I don't. Does that have a battery in it? It doesn't have a battery in it. I need to have a battery added to this. As you can see at the bottom right there, no resource connected, which means that flashlight no longer works. My NVGs no longer work. You're going to need batteries. You probably saw at the very start of this episode me dragging a set of batteries, you know, the 12 volt, the wee blue ones, dragging them across into the night vision scope, and you saw me attach the power source. We now need batteries to go into anything electronic. This is so cool. SCUM's starting to branch out a wee bit into the logical side of things, and I'm liking it. I'm loving that. It means that if you're gonna use anything that's powered, you're gonna need a power source, and that power source comes in the form of those wee 12 volt batteries. So not only are you gonna need the item to obviously be used, but oh shit, hold on. Let's figure out which one's which. And triple headshot. Oh, quadruple headshot. Let's go. I've not played this in a wee while. In fact, I've not played this in about a week or so. But my skills have been retained. I have retained my archery skill. This is very, very good. I'm kind of just winging it today. I'm kind of just like a fart in the wind. You know what I mean? I'm just everywhere, breezing everywhere. You know, touching everything, coating everything. You know what I mean? Just playing the game, really. I've got no, as I said, I've got no real objective today. I've got no real purpose for today's episode other than saying I'm back, I'm alive. I've been doing painting streams, which have been really fun. A lot of people have been enjoying those. I know a lot of people are obviously here for the survival games and stuff like that, but I've been having a lot of fun with those streams, with those painting streams. And this week we're going to do SCUM. We're going to do SCUM on stream instead of a paint stream, because I know a lot of people are kind of sick of the paint streams. I've only done 2 of them, but a lot of people are sitting there like, we don't want to watch this. I don't want to watch this. Some people are like, they want to watch it. A lot of people actually connected and had a lot of fun. Some people were even painting with me as well. Some people were painting their minis whilst they had me on in the background, which is really nice of them. That was really cool of you guys. But yeah, it's been lots of fun. I've been enjoying it. I've been steadily improving. It's just been a new hobby that I've taken to quite proactively. I've now got loads of paints. I've got loads of box sets, courtesy of the likes of Robin Hood, Jono, other gifters on my Throne wish list as well. I've even bought some myself. I went away and bought a few other things as well. I bought myself new STC brushes, a whole new set of them. I bought a whole bunch of basing paints that when you smear them on the base, they crack when they dry. It looks really cool. It looks like a Martian's terrain. It looks really, really cool, and I'm gonna start basing my models fairly soon, so that's gonna be awesome. I'm tempted to go into that bunker, but at the same time I'm not tempted to go into that bunker, only because it's a pain in the neck to try and get in there. It's an absolute pain getting in that bunker right there. Everybody has their favourites. I have my favourites. Probably one of my all-time favourites is probably, where is it? It's between B3 and B1. B3 and B1. Those are probably my favourites. Mainly just because of the loot that I get out of them. Not because they're easy to get into or they're difficult to get into. Just the luck that I get out of those individual bunkers is amazing. Also, has everybody seen Mr. Brenner and the Stabby Boy? Has everybody seen the Stabby Boy? The concept art and the basic animation, the rigging and stuff like that. What I'll do is I'll put a little link to those in the description. You can go click on those. In fact, I'll put it in a pinned comment. You can go away and check them out. It's Mr. Brenner, and he's not got any textures or anything like that. He's just a grey model. And we've also got the Stabby Boy, which he's got like blades in bed. He's like a poor man's what's his name? What's his bloody name? The guy from what are they called? The X-Men. Wolverine. That's what it is. A really poor man's Wolverine. Do you know what I mean? He's not got 3, or is it 3 blades that he has? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 blades. He's got 3 blades that form out of his knuckles. I don't need to tell you about Wolverine. You guys know about Wolverine. But he's only got 1, and it's kind of up the side. It's on the side of his arms, and it's really, really cool looking. Right, she is a glass cannon. She's dying. I just shot her in the gooch. I am sorry. I was gonna say coochie. That was a coochie shot. That was a coochie shot. Ah! Right. Quite a fair few here. I kind of want that arrow back. I want those arrows back. There's how many glass cannons is it? 1 glass cannon, 2 glass cannon, 3 glass cannon, 4. Holy shit. Right, glass cannons, you're gonna die. 1 glass cannon dead. 2 glass cannons dead. 3 glass cannons dead. The reason why I call them glass cannons is because, if you don't know, if you're somebody that's just joined into this episode and you don't know anything about my series, I operate the highest amount of puppets that can be, you know, spawned in this game. I also operate a damage rate for these puppets where essentially 1 or 2 slaps instantaneously kills you. And there's number 4. I missed. I got him. The reason how I know that they're glass cannons is because they only take 1 arrow to die. I mean, these guys are only taking 1 arrow to die, but because I'm hitting them in the head. The glass cannons, you can shoot them anywhere. You can shoot them in the foot for all I care. Or even in the hand. And they'll drop dead. She's not a glass cannon. See, she's got a wee bit of curve to her. She's got a little bit of a curve to her. She's not like all the way skinny. She's getting there though. She's kind of toned. Right. Gimme. Thank you. Who else have we got? Anybody else? Let's just double check in here because we might find some tobacco plants. Oh, there's a couple of glass cannons out there. Tobacco seeds. I need the tobacco seeds. Lemons. I like lemons. A little lemon wedge. Do you ever grow up and you get a lemon wedge and maybe in a lemonade or something like that, and you're out with your friends and you go, I dare you to eat the lemon. I dare you to eat the lemon. If you make a face, you lose the bet. We used to do that all the time. In fact, we went as far as like, and I'll tell you a story actually. Story time with Bureau. Right. So, I think it was 4th year or 5th year of high school. At this point, we're about 15, 16 years old. The troublesome age, as I'll put it. Oh, I saw those puppets spawning. There's one right in front of me. But anyway, the story is, we went to France on a school holiday, or a school trip, essentially. What we were doing is essentially... Now, we didn't take a flight, by the way. My school didn't take the flight. We took a bus. We took a bus all the way from Glasgow, all the way down to Dover. That trip, by the way, was fucking torture. It was torture. And I'll tell you why. Because back then, or back when I was 15, 16 years old, portable DVD players were becoming a thing, and they weren't. You know when I say portable DVD players, I mean like it's a big chunky box, a big bit of metal. It's got a little LCD screen. Now, I had purposely left mine. I'd purposely left my portable DVD player. I had my own DVDs and everything. I had a power source, I had a charging kit and stuff like that. It was really cool. Anyway, that's not the story. I left mine, and the trip down, everybody else, even the person sat beside me, had a portable DVD player. Unfortunately, I was sat beside a girl, which means she was watching, like, I don't know what kind of DVDs, like Babe in the Big City. I mean, Babe's a good little movie. It's a fantastic little movie. I grew up in that movie. But she was watching that stuff, and I was like, oh, and then I could hear off in the distance, like, people listening to, like, the early series, the early episodes of Still Game, Chewing the Fat, all sorts of stuff. Rabsy Nesbitt. Oh, God, it's a nostalgia hit, because I still watch this stuff. Anyway, essentially, I was just sat there, like, minding my own business. At one point, the teachers came up and they were like, you didn't bring your portable DVD player, did you? I was like, no, sir, I didn't bring it with me. And he's like, do you want a book to read? And I was like, no, I'll just sit here and, you know, contemplate my life. You know what I mean? Dead. I thought there might be one there as well. I'll take that barbed wire, actually. Give me that barbed wire. Anyway. The trip from Glasgow to Dover was torture. Anyway, we drive over the English Channel, and now we are in France. We are now... I can't remember where it is we landed. I think it was no, it wasn't Cannes. Can't remember where it was. Anyway, we drove directly for Paris. Now, when you're young and you go somewhere new, It's really fascinating. It's a really fascinating thing, experiencing different cultures, like meeting different people, different walks of life and stuff like that. It's really cool. However, when we got to Paris, it was, and this is nothing against French folk, but my God, was it howling. And if you don't know what the slang for howling is, it's smelly. It was smelly. The river that runs through Paris, oh my God. It was howling. It was stinking. Oh, it was rotten. I can still smell it. I can actually still smell it. But that was the first thing that hit us. It was the smell of the river. But we kind of you know, went around that. There's a wee hit flask. I'll take that actually. We kind of avoided the river. We went into the Arc de Triomphe and stuff like that. We went around the Louvre. We went all over the place. Like went the Notre Dame. We went to see Notre Dame. I didn't realise round the base of Notre Dame there's a lot of people that sell like croissants. And basically bakers and stuff like that, little delis and bakers and stuff like that. It was lovely, it was such a lovely sight. It's totally different to what I'm used to. Oh. Ah, you bugger. You thought so. There's one behind me. I need to grab that arrow. Give me that arrow. Excuse me, ma'am. Shot you in the ear. I apologise for that, but it was needed. What we got over here? Oh. Woodcutter shirt. You can see me collecting these things, by the way. You can see me collecting these woodcutter shirts because I am a massive woodcutter shirt fan. Anything that's checkered, anything that's a kind of... What's that word? What's flannel? Is it a flannel shirt? I like flannel shirts. Flannel shirts are lovely. I like wearing them. I don't have the body type for it anymore because, well, I've got the upper body for it. I've just not got the lower body for it. I'm trying to say I've got a belly. But I'm fixing that. I am fixing that. Anyway, back to the story. So, we're in Paris. We're in there for about 2-3 days. Oh. 2 or 3 days. You don't have an engine, do you? No, you don't. We're there for about 2-3 days. We go around the place. It's lovely. We also learn how annoying some of the folk in Paris can be. For example, someone... Oh. Hold on. Someone legit pushed us out of the way whilst we were queuing in a deli to get lunch, right? Now, I know couscous is also not French. It's not a French thing. At least I don't think it is. I think it's a South African thing or an African thing. But couscous is, or maybe it's just the couscous I had out of this place. Anyway, we had to get lunch. We had to get our own lunch for the trip down to Monaco, essentially. Or sorry, we were going to the Cannes Film Festival, so we're going towards Cannes. I don't know where Cannes is in relation to Paris. I can't remember. My geography in France is not very good. I can tell you anywhere else in Spain, Portugal, Germany, Luxembourg. I can tell you anything in Austria. I could do all that, but I can't do it in France. I cannot tell you anything about France. All I know is that Monaco's in the south. And it's not part of France. It's a principality, I believe. I think Monaco's a principality. Like it's its own little state. You know what I mean? Die. I'd like to have that back, please. Anyway, back on the story. I've kind of diverted from the story several times so far. Oh, hello. One more time diverting from said story. Bonk. So, we're getting our lunch, and this person barges us out the road. Like, you know, the kind of person that just completely, just a horrible person, essentially. And I think he heard our accents, and he turned around and just looked us all dead in the eye, like really smug looking, and just went, "Freedom!" At which point, like, bear in mind, we're all teenagers. We're all teenagers, and this random person has just went, "Oh, freedom!" to us, right? That didn't fly with a couple of the guys that I was with at that time, and they, I'm not going to say they set about him, but I will say that that man had a lot of insults hurled at him, and he did not know what to do. He didn't know if it was English that he was getting spoken to in. He didn't know like how to react. He didn't know how to retain the information that was being absolutely cast at him. Rude. He just didn't know what to do. I got her. I got her. I actually hit her. That was like, oh, coffee? Do you know what I've got recently? And I'm going to go off this. I'm going to go back to the story in a second. I got some Tim Hortons coffee. Now, I know a lot of people are like, ooh, Tim Hortons, that's a Canadian brand. But you've got to understand, when I went to Canada back in 2009, I think it was 2009 or 2012. I can't remember. It's one of those years. I can't remember. I couldn't tell you. I'd have to look at my old passport. In fact, where is my passport? It's in my cupboard. Never mind. Anyway, I got some Tim Hortons chocolate? No, coffee. I got some Tim Hortons coffee. Oh, over the knee-high boots. I'm just saying, ladies. I'm just saying. These things. Oh. I'm gonna act up. Woo! You know what I mean? Anyway. Not dwelling on the smut and the lingerie and the sexiness. Anyway, the story is we go to Cannes. We go to the Cannes Film Festival. It was boring. It was independent films. It wasn't anything notable. You know, like the Cannes Film Festival, you've usually got something. Raisins? You've usually got something quite notable, something that's quite high up there. Is that another bag? It is another bag. Oh my days! Let's go. There was nothing notable there. There was no movie that was like, you know, when you say AAA games, there's no like AAA titled movies or anything like that, like anything starring Tom Cruise or Jason Statham, Vinnie Jones, you know what I mean? Just, you know, independent movies, and we were like, they're all in French, so we're like, right, cool, we'll just avoid this, because there's nothing here that we really want to watch, and we're here just to experience it. So, how are you not dead? Anyway, we're there to experience it. We experience it and we dip. We leave. We saw the red carpet. We thought we'd see someone kind of famous. You know, that way you go with these things and you think, oh, I'm going to see someone famous at this film festival. Nah, didn't see anybody famous. So we get into the bus, and now it's an overnight trip down to Monaco. Now, Monaco is a fabulous place. The only reason I know about Monaco is because of the F1. And a lot of people are fans of the F1, or the Formula 1 racing. I'm a fan of Formula 1 racing. I don't keep up to date with it too much. My dad is an avid... Oh, fuck, my Crocs also arrived. You guys saw that short. You guys saw that. You can go click on my community tab and go to shorts, and you can see me wearing tartan Crocs. Anyway, as I was saying, we're going down south. We're going to Monaco. We're going to... We're going down to Monaco, and it's the week before the Formula 1 racing, so the track is all set and ready to go. All the pits and stuff like that are all designated, and there's specific areas that you just can't go. You just can't go into them because they're cordoned off, and they're for the F1 teams. So we go to that, and that's something that we were all excited about. At least I was excited about, and we're in Cannes, and and this relates back to the story of you know, eating a lemon or a lime wedge or something like that. This is related to that. We're going back the way again. So we're in Cannes for about 3 days, right? We're about 3 days. We're in Cannes. Cannes is not Cannes. Monaco. Monaco. That's where we are. We're in Monaco, not Cannes. We dipped from Cannes. Anyway, we're in Monaco, and we're there for 3 days. It was roasting. It was lovely. It was glorious. We had our own pool. It was really cool. Some of the girls did some horrible stuff. I'm not going to mention what they did, but they did some horrible stuff. And I don't even think I should be saying this, but I'm not going to say it. But one of the, well, I'll make it as vague as possible. One of the girls in my class decided that the pool boy was really cute, and they did a thing. They did a thing. I'm not going to detail what that thing is, but they did a thing. And she came home pregnant. So that was a shocker. Go to France, come home pregnant. That's a cool thing. Anyway, this goes back to the story of the lime wedge. So we're in. Give me that fucking arrow. We're in Monaco, and we go to a restaurant. We're getting pizza, and we all get ice cream as well. Now the table is set in a way that it's got loads of condiments on it, right? It's got lots and lots of condiments on it. You know, like a marinara sauce. It's got all sorts of stuff. Things to go on pizzas, like extra parmesan, extra mozzarella and stuff like that. It's genuinely such a lovely restaurant. I'd love to go back to it because I know exactly what it is, and that's a Leica. Does it have an engine? It doesn't have an engine. I bet it doesn't have an engine. No engine. That is a shame. That is a damn shame. Anyway. We dared one of our friends in the restaurant to, one, pick up an unfinished bottle of what I can only describe as lukewarm Coca-Cola. Full fat, full sugar Coca-Cola. Now, we then told him, we'll give you 10 euros. Now that's probably not a lot to people, but for us it was like saying £10 or something like that. Anyway, they were like, we'll give you 10 euros. We'll give you 10 euros if you drink. And we decided that we'd just improvise this, right? We put, now this is lukewarm Coca-Cola. We put salt in it. A sachet of salt in it. Like a scoop of like half-eaten ice cream. Right? So it's already terrible. It's already bad. Right? And we're like, right, what else could we put in this? And we found some tomatoes. We found some like partially mashed tomatoes. You know what I mean? Kind of mushy tomatoes. And we're like, we'll put them in as well. And we gave it a nice big stir. And then we found pepper. We put the pepper in. The pepper is now in with the lukewarm Coca-Cola, ice cream, the salt, and then we found tomato sauce. Heinz tomato sauce. Now there wasn't a lot of it left, right? There wasn't a lot of it left. It was just about done. It was like on the, you know that way where you need to start banging on the end of it to try and get the rest of it out. But there was some of that, and we put it in, and we're like, right, cool. I think that's everything. It's like, for 10 euros, really? Is that all you're going to put in it? And we're like, okay, we'll put more in. We'll drop more in. Put more. Oh shit. Oh! Back off. That's my where is it? Aha, good. It's actually protected me. Good. My body armor protected me there. That was good. However, I am bleeding. And that is an infected thing, so I'm going to have to sort that in just a second. Luckily for me, I was clever enough to bring with me some antibiotics. Look, antibiotics. Let's eat one of those. Eat two of those. And that takes away that little hint of possible sepsis. There we go. Anyway, continuing with the story. 16-year-old little feudal is now watching one of his friends drink this concoction. Now, his words, not mine. This tastes like cinnamon. Okay. Let's make it not taste of cinnamon. Oh, there's a bedroll here. Oh wow, that is a... What did I just see there? Ooh, lucky boy. I can't, unfortunately I can't take that bedroll with me, but I would take it with me if I could. The only downside is I'd have to give up my quiver. And I don't feel like doing that. Anyway, he's like, this tastes like cinnamon. He's like, aye right, no it does not. It doesn't taste like cinnamon. You know that way where he's putting on a brave face? You know where you put on a brave face because you've just tasted something absolutely grotesque? He's like, no, it's fine, it's totally fine. I was like, right, okay, we'll make it worse, right? So what we did, and I feel terrible for this. There was a French couple sat across from us, and they had just left. They didn't, however, finish all of their meal. Now I don't know what the hell they were eating. I think it was chicken. I think it was chicken and something, some sort of chicken and some sort of sauce. And they had a bunch of veggies and stuff like that. So one of my other friends decided, you know what, since they're done with their food, we'll use that. And trust me, like, see, thinking back on it, this was disgusting. I don't know why we did this. I think it was just because we were teenagers and we were being stupid. You know what I mean? Anyway, he grabs the chicken, he grabs the broccoli, he grabs the cheesy cauliflower. He then grabs some grapes. He then grabs some, wait for it, steak fat. The fat off of a steak. Like they've purposely trimmed the fat off of it. Right? The fat off of a steak sitting on a plate somewhere. Now, I thought, this is getting a wee bit extreme. What could I put in here? Now, I love pickles. So, the same plate in which the steak fat was placed was a bunch of pickles. And I was like, I'll put them in. But I won't put them in whole. I won't put them in so they're whole. I'll put them in so they're mushy. Mushy pickles. I can't remember his name, which is terrible because I could have poisoned this boy. Anyway, is it right? Okay, an extra €10 and I'll drink it all. So now, like, bear in mind, we've just said to him, like, you can just take a drink of this. Like, you can take one drink of this. You don't have to take a massive drink. Just a sip, you know, because we're not monsters. Someone produced 10 more euros from their pockets. And my first reaction was, this is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. What are we doing? This has gone to, like, the extreme. Now, some people out there probably thinking, this is quite tame. That doesn't sound too bad. Actually, it sounds quite inviting. However, mushy pickles, steak fat, mushy vegetables. I couldn't believe what we'd created. Right? So he necks it. Necks it, or necking something is just simply slang for essentially downing it. There you go, you learned something new today. So if you neck something, you're downing it, you're chugging it. So he downs it, or he downs the whole thing, and we're like, okay, did you eat that fat? And he's like, I ate the fat as well. I drank the drink. I ate the fat. I don't feel okay. You know that way where, like, you're perfectly fine in an instant, and then almost after the thought has processed in your mind of, I'm not doing okay, this was a bad idea. As soon as you finish the word idea in your mind, the feeling of vomit occurs. The feeling of vomit occurs. That's what happened to him, except it wasn't a feeling, it was the real thing. He necked the drink. He says, I don't feel good. After he finished saying the word good after he pronounced the D in good. Projectile vomit. Blah. Right out. Disgusting. Absolutely foul. Luckily for us, he was aiming away from the table, and we were also kind of sat near the water's edge. So he kind of turned around, facing the water, and vomited straight into the water. We had to carry him home, back to the hotel. I didn't say sorry to that boy. I didn't say sorry to him. I said, well done. And he got himself 20 extra euros to spend in Monaco. What did he get? What did they buy with his whole 20 euros that we bestowed upon him? A block of Parmesan cheese, which he then proceeded to bite into and vomited into as well. He wasted 20 euros in Monaco to buy a wheel of Parmesan cheese. It was probably not an expensive wheel of Parmesan cheese. Probably not real Parmesan cheese. However, Parmesan cheese has a distinct smell of vomit. And I don't like it personally. I love mozzarella, but Parmesan? No. Get that the fuck away from me. Anyway, he got in trouble by the teachers, yada 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 yada. He had to go to the hospital because he had vomited so much that the teachers were in fact worried about him, thinking that he had contracted some sort of illness, and they wanted to make sure that the rest of the kids didn't get it. Now, he also told the teachers he was not ill. He had simply eaten something or drank something that didn't agree with his stomach. This bastard nearly ratted us out because the doctors didn't believe him. The French doctors didn't believe him. The doctor that was with us as a teacher, is a teacher that also qualified in first aid and some basic routine stuff, for like first aid and things like that. He also did not believe the words of this child. They then pressured him to ask him, why are you sick? Why are you constantly being sick? As I said, this bastard almost ratted us out. He almost gave away the fact that we made him do this. Now, bear in mind, and I say that very loosely, we didn't actually make him do this. He did it by himself because we offered the reward of, 20 euros. Which was a lot for a teenager in France. So there you go. Never trust teenage feudal. He's an absolute rat and a bastard. I had absolutely no bearing to Scum, but I thought I'd tell you a little story. Seeing as how I've not told any of my stories as of late. I've not even released many videos recently as well. I can tell you though, you're getting this video, and then on Friday you're getting another video. I'll make Friday's video probably tomorrow, or at least get some portions of it done. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my phone for this. I'm going to make a painting video as well. Now, this is not going to be a how-to video. This is just simply me going to paint a particular Warhammer 40k Space Marine unit. That's all it is. Nothing more, nothing less. So if you want to watch that, I'm going to create a completely new category on the channel, and it's simply going to be painting videos and painting streams. If you want to watch that, feel free to do so. And I'll basically list off everything that I'm doing, all the brushes that I use, all the paints I use, and what I actually do to prep all this stuff up. I'll also probably link you to War Hipster. Now, if you don't know who War Hipster is, when I started painting my army, started painting my first Death Company units, it was his videos that in fact inspired me to actually do it. When I primed them all, I was terrified that I would never actually paint them. I would just have an army of grey. It was him that made me essentially start painting, and I watch his tutorials. I watched all of his Leviathan stuff that he's been putting out recently, and I've been just loving it. I've been loving it because I'm getting Leviathan, the Leviathan box set, and oh, you just materialised out of that. You just materialised out of that. That was rough. That was really rough. I am getting the, as I said, the Leviathan box set. I did pre-order it. Excuse me, I'll be on it. Oh, it's because of the heat. And I'm looking forward to painting them. And funnily enough, War Hipster's main army just so happens to be my main army, which is the Blood Angels. Which is really cool to see, because now I can see the way that he does it, and I can kind of replicate that and add my own little spins onto things. Oh, a wolf. This is probably a good example to show you guys, because I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but wolves actually, you don't have to go through the hunting process to find wolves. Anything that's technically a predator is already roaming the world. Did you know about that? I'm just going to get my pistol out for this, just in case he makes a move. You know what I mean? I've got 6 bullets. I don't believe I have any spare ammunition. I certainly don't think I do. Come here, little doggy. That is not a dog, that is in fact a rock. Getting close. Where are you? He's right in front of me. Right, I'm just gonna sit here for just a second here. Just so I can get my, my stamina back. What's my metabolism looking like? Oh, I've got an empty stomach, that's not too good. That's not so good. Where's those raisins? Where are them raisins? Where did I put the raisins? Oh, just eat the sardines. This tastes funny. Right, put that away. Don't want that. Lemon seeds. Unfortunately, can't eat lemon seeds. That is not something that I can, in fact, do. Raisins! I love raisins. I love raisins in cookies. I love raisins in scones. They're so good. They're such great little things. I love them. Dehydrated little grapes. No, they're not dehydrated grapes, are they? Oh, I can't remember what they are. That howling has in fact stopped. We've got a puppet. Got a puppet. 2 puppets over there. 1 over there. And we've got this boy. Brr. Brr to you two. I thought that was the wolf right there. Where are you, Wolfie? Wolfie, Wolfie. Is he maybe this? Wait. What is that? That is in fact a rock. That is in fact a rock. Confusing these things. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, maybe I am wrong. Ooh. Maybe I am wrong. Maybe they're not actually roaming the world. Because he should be like right in front of me here. Yeah, he's right there. Okay, I was completely wrong. I was completely wrong. They're actually a huntable animal that don't spawn in the game world. There you go. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call it here. What we are going to do in the next episode is probably head into the airfield. As soon as we hit the airfield, we're going to head home, back down to Alpha 1, which is right here. Hopefully, what I can do here is probably find a vehicle in this little town up here, or maybe a vehicle inside the airfield itself. Failing that, we can go across to the factory. Failing that, we can go across into this town and basically feed our way all the way back down to the sardine factory and all the way back down to the base here on this little island. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, leave a thumbs up on this episode. I know the whole episode was essentially just one big story, but I hope you enjoyed it. I genuinely hope you enjoyed it. It was good fun to tell you that. I've not told a lot of people that story before. I've not told a lot of people stories about my past either. Maybe that's something I could do more often. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if you've been enjoying the series as well and you've still not subscribed, please consider subscribing, ring the little bell to stay up to date with videos just like this, as well as a Sunday night live stream which goes for about 3-4 hours. We usually play SCUM, we usually play, anything survival. As of late, and as I've said before in the video, I've been doing some painting streams as well, so if you're interested in the Warhammer 40k universe and you're interested in some painting, feel free to join in on a Sunday night. This Sunday will be SCUM. We'll be playing SCUM live, probably from my main server or from a different server, and doing some survival. It'll be a lot of fun. I hope to see you there. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching today, and I hope you all have a lovely day. As always, I've been Mr. Feudal. I'll see you all, shut up, another time.